Well, hello, runners. I'm meteorologist Jeff Ray, bringing you an update on the forecast leading up to the Fort Worth Marathon that is on Sunday, November the 13th. Now, we are still obviously many days away, almost 10 days away from the event. So if you're coming in from town, it is on the north side of the downtown area called Panther Island. That is where both the race will start and end, and it's a relatively flat course. That's why you get a lot of personal bests, and a lot of people come from all over to run this race. Now, the normal high for November 13th is 68 degrees, and the normal low is 47. Climate's what you expect. Weather is what you get, and it can be all sorts of weather this time of year. November is notorious for having wide swings of temperatures. So back in 2011, we had the third warmest November 13th ever recorded. It got up to 84 degrees that day. And then just 3 years later, the high was at 38 degrees, which ranks as the third coldest November 13th ever. That was just 3 years later. So you can see the extremes that we can experience this time of year. Right now, this far out, we look at the upper air pattern, kind of give us an indication of what the weather could be. And see, we have this cutoff low, and that's when the northern jet stream kind of forms this big deep trough and traps a low down there. Right now, actually in the week leading up to the marathon, it's going to be sitting over the Four Corners area, and we got some really wet weather headed into the marathon weekend. On Thursday, we think this thing is going to start moving out and give us a pretty good chance of rain on Thursday. Temperatures will be into the 70s. And it's going to start pulling off to the east. Now on Friday, it's not quite leaving us alone. We could have some rain Friday morning, especially as it continues to pull out, but it's also going to bring in some cooler air. This is not going to be a big cold wave that comes in because the cold air is really trapped up to the north and kind of runs up towards the Great Lakes with this setup. But as it continues to move off to the east, this is Saturday. Now we're in a northern flow, which should clear the skies. We might have some clouds early on, especially low cover clouds. Temperatures will be a little bit cooler. We'll be into the 60s on Saturday. Now this is registration day, so the weather shouldn't be getting in the way. And then on actual race day, I think we might have temperatures kind of close to norm in the upper 40s, and we'll probably get into the low 70s the way it looks right now because we actually have a ridge coming in trying to warm us up. So we'll have this good warm up during the course of the race. Now, I stress again, this is almost 10 days away from the actual race, so you'll see this forecast change a lot as we approach or be adjusted accordingly. It still looks like both the few days leading up to the marathon and a few days after, we expect slightly above normal temperatures, or at least there's a good chance, a decent chance, a 33% chance that we have above normal temperatures. So again, we will keep you updated here on the web with the latest forecast as we draw closer to the race itself, and we'll hope to see you at Panther Island.